Let's begin.
Yeah. So I've often said this and laughed about it, that, we don't like any kind of loss. पैसे गुम जाएं तो हम रोते हैं, शांति खो जाए तो हम उसे पाने के लिए कुछ कुछ करते हैं, प्यार चला जाए then we are constantly saying, hey, मेरा प्यार चला गया, I need my love back. But हमारा weight loss हो जाए तो हम बहुत खुश होते हैं. मतलब ऐसे खुश होते हैं जैसे पता नहीं क्या लूज हो गया यार. But reality is, we need to understand that no animal on this earth ever looked at weight loss as part of being beautiful. We really need to learn from the animal kingdom कि हम जैसे हैं वैसे बहुत अच्छे हैं. Rather than asking ourselves, मैं ऐसा क्यों हूं, मैं ऐसा क्यों हूं, why can't we accept and say, मैं जैसा भी हूं, मैं वैसा ही हूं, and I'm perfect the way I am. पर कहते हैं हम कि हम कहेंगे कि I am perfect the way I am. Oh, we will give gratitude, we will do this, we will forgive. Reality में हमारी बैंड बजती है. The only person we never forgive is ourselves. We lie to ourselves from morning to night because we don't need to show ourselves that we are happy. We live for others. We die for others. And then we wonder why we never lived an authentic self. Our body is extremely beautiful. Our perceptions are not. Our perceptions of ourselves and the yardstick of beauty is really overrated and underrated. Just something that I'm going to say, which is very brash, but I might as well say it because I don't like the word brash. I want to put this across to all the gentlemen and women, beautiful women over here. And I love joining hands, and I love Neha, and I love Mr. Bhatia and Rosina, and really, really thankful to them for giving me this opportunity. But I really want you guys to ask yourself, how does the size of your body change who you are? How does the size of your body change who you are? How do your perceptions about you change so much? And especially for men and women, the size matters, but does it really matter? I know of many women who are very, 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 very pretty, but they're very, very, very cold in bed. Yeah, Neha is saying, why is she going onto the bed today? We were not talking about orgasms.
No. No. I was thinking about the correlation between the two. As in, not why go there, but why would someone be pretty, and what's the relation to being bad in bed?
Thank you so much. A lot of men think that just because the woman is fat, she cannot make love. The size of vagina and your cervix has got nothing to do with the size of the fatness on your body or the amount of layers that you put on your body, and even for a man. And this is really important for us to understand, that we are somewhere giving importance to another part of the body and putting a lot of attraction and what is attractive and not attractive to a lot of things which should not be there. So, we also have fat in various parts of our body. Some have more on the face, some have more on the back, some have more on the butt, some have more on the breasts, some have more on the thighs. Ever questioned why? I love Vikram saying to me, I hope you're not going to stop me from eating cheese. I'm today not talking about what food creates what. I'm not a nutrition person, though I did study my nutrition right up to the second year of my BSc. So I do know nutrition and do have My funda is very, very clear over there, but that was not the area of my expertise, and that's not the area that I would like to discuss. Today, I'm going to discuss how the conflicts that are sitting in your head impact your body. So there are a number of topics that we will cover randomly, and then I will take case studies and we will see what can be done about it. Is that good? The first reason, according to MetaHealth, of weight gain or weight loss is stress. What kind of stress? So I want you to get this cycle very clearly, and I'm going to put it in the whiteboard. There are two stages in which we are. When we are stressed and then we are off stress. So this is very important for you to understand first. We are never static. We are never in one stage. We are either very stressed out or we are not stressed out. Can we get that first? So we'll name it differently. We are either in stress or we are at rest. मतलब या तो हम 24 घंटे काम कर रहे हैं और जब भी हम काम कर रहे हैं हम स्ट्रेस्ड हैं, या हम मुर्दे की तरह आराम कर रहे हैं. मतलब अगर हम खड़े हैं और वर्टिकल हैं तो हम स्ट्रेस में हैं. आपको यहाँ स्ट्रेस होने की जरूरत नहीं है. The minute you get up from your bed, your mind is working and you're thinking, आगे क्या, आगे क्या, आगे क्या, आगे क्या. That's stress. That state is called stress. That's not stress. That state is called stress. Which means you're in a sympathetic phase of your life. And then we are in a state where we are lying down, we are dead to the world, absolutely bindas. We don't know what is happening around us. Dunya aake mar jaye, humko nahi malum, hum so rahe hain. And घराड़े मार के, क्या आवाज करके, whatever. Lost to the whole world. And that is called the parasympathetic या rest phase. समझ गए इसका मतलब? आपका weight gain और weight loss in those stages पे depend करता है. If a person is very, 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 very thin, मतलब सूख के कांटा हो गया है वो इंसान. बिल्कुल वैसे कि जैसे किसी ने ना अंगूर में से सारा पानी निकाल दिया और एकदम वो प्रून सा बन गया है. इसका मतलब उसके अंदर पानी कम हो गया है. डिहाइड्रेट हो गया है यार. Don't we dehydrate fruits and keep? We can dehydrate body parts. We can dehydrate you. So when you are dehydrating or when your body is very, 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 very thin, you will also have other things, which is cold hands, constant anxiety. And this kind of a person is in stress. What stress we will come to later. Then there are people, हवा खाने पे भी मोटे हो जाते हैं. कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. खाना भी खाने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको. मतलब पानी पीना, कैलोरी नाप नाप के, उसमें कैलोरी नहीं है, बट पता नहीं क्या होता है, आप वेट पुट ऑन कर ही जाते हो और आप पागलों की तरह डाइटिंग करते चले जा रहे हो, जिमिंग करते चले जा रहे हो. कुछ नहीं, वेट वही का वही है. It's because somewhere we have constantly looked at weight only as something that is connected with our eating. I know of a lot of people, and I'm sure you know of a lot of people who eat so much. और दोनों हाथों से कुछ नहीं होता यार उनको. और कुछ तो सुन सुन के, oh, I can't eat today. No, not possible. I will put on weight. After eating, they will stand on the weighing scale. अरे 1 ग्राम ऊपर हो गया, अगर 1 किलो ऊपर हो गया, ये हो गया, अभी कल से हमारा फूड कम. Have you ever thought ऐसा क्यों है? Any inputs from the audience? ऐसा क्यों है कि एक इंसान इतना सारा खा जाता है और वेट नहीं पुट ऑन करता? और दूसरा
digestion is well, metabolism is well.
हाँ
With that.
बिल्कुल ठीक है. मेटाबॉलिज्म इज वेल, डाइजेशन इज वेल. हो सकता है उनकी एक्टिविटी लेवल ज्यादा है.
मेंटालिटी
यस. मेंटालिटी का मतलब क्या क्या
मतलब है ना उनकी थिंकिंग. भाई उनको किसी को लगता है मैं थोड़ा भी खाऊंगी तो मोटी हो जाऊंगी, और किसको है ना वो लगता है भाई हम कितना भी खाएंगे हमारे कुछ भी हमको नहीं होगा, हम वैसे ही.
सही कह रहे हैं. बट करिश्मा, वुड यू लाइक टू से समथिंग?
Yes, it is. I think it's regarding thoughts.
शाबाश. हम ना थॉट्स को कुछ ज्यादा ही ध्यान दे देते हैं. शुक्र है हर थॉट हमारा सही नहीं हो जाता, नहीं तो पता नहीं हमारा क्या होता. सोच के देखो. आप कल से सोचना शुरू करो, मैं पतली हूं, 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 मैं पतली हूं. फिर भी कुछ नहीं हुआ. So, yes, somebody wants to say something. So I'm going to just take you ahead. I want you to get this. The state in which you are is dependent on what is going on around you and inside you. Nothing is in isolation. आप डिसाइड करते हैं कि आपको क्या चीज स्ट्रेस करेगी. आप डिसाइड करते हैं कि आपको कौन सी चीज स्ट्रेस नहीं करेगी. And in some things we speak lies to ourselves. Most of the time we speak lies to ourselves. वो कौन सी वाली स्टोरी थी यार, wooden statue की, whose nose used to keep growing longer and longer when he was speaking lies?
Pinocchio.
हमारी कुछ बॉडी वैसे ही है. जितनी बार हम झूठ बोलते हैं अपने आप से, उतनी बार हमारी बॉडी फूल जाती है. झूठ क्या बोल रहे हैं हम अपने आप से? When we are in stress, we say, no, I'm fine. I'm perfectly all right. Me, no problem. So one of the biggest stories around feeling or becoming फूल के गोलगप्पा, like I said, first one is extreme stress that you follow for yourself. People who constantly worry. Constant सुबह से लेकर शाम तक, शाम से लेकर सुबह तक, you're only worrying. क्योंकि तुमको प्यार ऐसे ही दिखाना आता है. तुमको लगता है तुम वरी नहीं करोगे तो लोग सोचेंगे तुम प्यार नहीं करते यार. सो तुम्हारा टाइम पास हो गया है 24 घंटे बैठ के वरी करने का. And in that worry, you're increasing a hormone in your body, which is called the cortisol. This cortisol is hygroscopic in nature, like salt. Hygroscopic means, hygro means water, scopic means something that holds the water. This cortisol can make you put on weight and lose weight like this. मतलब बैठे बैठे आप एक दिन में literally you can put on 20 kgs. Yes. सिर्फ आपकी फिक्र. It's a vicious cycle, huh? You don't want to get out of it. तुमको मजा आता है, तुम्हारा टाइम पास है, तुमसे कौन लेके जाए ऐसा वाला टाइम पास. So the cortisol levels, when they increase in the body, they can cause what is called, please write it down, Cushing syndrome. How many of you have heard of Cushing syndrome? किसी ने?
I've heard, but I don't remember actually.
No problem.
I've heard.
No problem. Okay. So हमारी बॉडी पानी पकड़ सकती है, meaning it can hold water. Now, what is the reason the body can hold water? Any idea? Body is not doing anything that is stupid. हमारी बॉडी बहुत समझदार है. हमारी बॉडी कोई भी चीज इसलिए करती है ताकि हम जिंदा रहें. So any idea why do you think our body is holding water?
Because 80% of the our body is with water.
Shabbat. 80% is normal amount of water. As we grow older, amount of water in our body decreases. And as the amount of water decreases in our body, our wrinkles increase because the hydration in the body has gone down. ठीक है? तो water levels जैसे ही कम हुए, हमारे wrinkles ज़्यादा हुए या हम पतले हो गए. क्यों? क्योंकि सूख गए. जैसे ही water levels ऊपर गए, हमारी body big हो गई. Got that much? Let me repeat again. If the water levels are less in our body, one of the things that can happen is that we will be very thin. Not necessary, huh? Not necessary. Because if you may have less water in the body, that can also cause a lot of other diseases. But I'm just trying to put it in a way that we are holding water in our body because our body has to maintain a certain balance in our body. So 70% is the main normal criteria. In babies, it's around 90%, and in adults, it becomes less than 70%, which is normal. ठीक है? But why do you think our body will hold water? Okay. ये पोएम सुनिए. मछली जल की
रानी है, जीवन उसका पानी है. बाहर
हाथ
निकालो, हाथ लगाओ डर जाएगी, बाहर निकालो मर जाएगी.
तवे पे डालो तो तल जाएगी. ठीक है? फिर से एक बार इसी पोइट्री को फिर से सुनते हैं. मछली जल की रानी है और तू और मैं मछली थे. In evolution, तू और
Amphibians came from the.
In evolution, मैं और तू मछली थे. लिखा हुआ है यार, हमारे ग्रंथों में भी लिखा हुआ है. एवोल्यूशन में लिखा हुआ है कि हम सब जानवर ही हैं. क्या है ना कि हम सब पानी में तैरते थे. एंड इसीलिए आज भी इंग्लिश के phrases ऐसे यूज करे जाते हैं. When you're feeling like a fish out of water. मतलब क्या हुआ जब मैंने आपको वहां से निकाल दिया जहां आपका प्यार 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 सर्वाइवल वाली जगह थी. समझे? आप और मैं जब इस दुनिया में, मतलब बहुत 1000 years पहले, हम मछली थे. सबके सब मछली क्या कर रही थी? स्विमिंग कर रही थी पानी के अंदर. That was her home. आज भी when a lady is pregnant, she's inside, her baby is inside the amniotic fluid, जिसकी composition बिल्कुल वही है जो समुंदर की होती है. मतलब you have a little bit of sea inside your body. आपने समुंदर छोड़ दिया, समुंदर ने आपको नहीं छोड़ा. आज भी आपकी बॉडी के अंदर पानी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अभी इतना समझ में आ गया है सबको, आई थिंक सो। सिर हिला रहे हैं तो ऐसा लग रहा है कुछ तो हैज गॉन थ्रू। क्या है ना कि पानी का बैलेंस अगर कम हो गया ना तो तू मर जाएगा।
सर्वाइवल इंस्टिंक्ट।
हाँ जी बिल्कुल। तो क्या है ना कि आप बॉडी का पानी का बैलेंस हमेशा 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 ठीक से रखोगे। ज्यादा हो गया तो फ्लड्स हो गए अंदर, बिल्कुल वैसे जैसे धरती पे फ्लड्स होते हैं। एंड जब फ्लड्स हो जाते हैं तो कैसे पानी भर जाता है सब नालों में, खड्डों में, सब जगह, हमारे रोड पे। और बॉम्बे में तो क्या होता है ना कि म्युनिसिपैलिटी आके ठीक करके जाती है, फिर आप गड्ढों के ड्रम ड्रम, आपको ऐसा लगता है जैसे कार में बैठ के आप बोट राइड कर रहे हो। बिल्कुल वैसे ही आपकी बॉडी क्या करती है, अंदर पानी गिराती है, which means there is a rain happening inside your body, there is a flood happening inside your body, जिसको आप swelling बोलते हो, ascites, your way of holding excess of water। और जब cortisol बढ़ जाता है बॉडी में तो the water retention in your body increases। ठीक है, लॉजिकल है ना। मछली जल की रानी है, जीवन इसका पानी है। अब इसको आप समुंदर से बाहर निकालोगे तो डर जाएगी। आपको मैं उस जगह से बाहर निकाल दूं जहां आप कंफर्टेबल हो गए हो। लाइक एज अ चाइल्ड आई टेक यू आउट ऑफ योर मम्माज आर्म्स। बच्चा रोएगा, मम्मी मेरी मम्मी सामने खड़ी है यार, मुझे मेरी मम्मी चाहिए। Why? Because for that child, his mummy is his sea, समुंदर। उसको उसकी बाहों से मत निकालो। धीरे धीरे आप बड़े होते हो, स्कूल जाते हो यार, पर स्कूल जाने से पहले मम्मी की आर्म्स से निकाल के आपको टीचर की आर्म्स में डाल दिया जाता है। अभी ये जो ट्रांजिशन है ना, बहुत खतरू है यार। ये ट्रांजिशन के अंदर हमारी बॉडी बोलती है पानी भरो पानी भरो पानी भरो पानी भरो पानी भरो पानी भरो पानी भरो। क्यों? मेरी मम्मी मुझसे चली गई है, पानी निकल गया है। दैट्स द सिग्नल इट गेट्स। देन वी ग्रो लिटिल बिट फर्दर। स्कूल में तो हम सेटल हो गए। स्कूल में हमारी टीचर आई, टीचर ने हम दोनों फ्रेंड्स को सेपरेट कर दिया। कितनी खराब टीचर थी पता है। मेरी फ्रेंड मेरे साथ बैठी थी, सारी बुक्स मेरे साथ शेयर करती थी, मैं चीटिंग भी करती होती थी कभी कभी। मैं बातें कर रही थी ना उसके साथ, तो मेरी टीचर ने मेरे कान पकड़े और बोला बैठ जा जाके दूसरी जगह पे। ना मजा नहीं आता स्कूल जाके। My teacher's very bad. She did this to me. I don't like her. And what is happening to that child? That child is feeling like a fish out of water. ठीक है, अब थोड़े और बड़े हुए आप, मतलब आप उस एज में पहुंच गए जहां इश्क विश्क हो सकता है। आपके हार्मोन्स गाना गा रहे थे अंदर, संगीत तबला हो रहा था, और साथ में आपके लव हार्मोन्स जो ऊपर नीचे छपाड़े मार के घूम रहे थे, तो यू वर गेटिंग एक्साइटेड। गाना भी है इस पे, ऐसे तड़पू में जैसे जल बिन मछली। समझे? अब आपसे आपका प्रियतमा या प्रियतम ले लिया जाए, बाहर निकाल दिया जाए, और उसकी हम कहीं और वो स्कूल छोड़ के चला गया, कॉलेज छोड़ के चला गया, कुछ तो हो गया यार ऐसा. So you felt very horrible inside. अब ये जो आपकी सोच थी ना हर टाइम पे जब सेपरेशंस हुई, they didn't go waste. ये हर दोहरान पे आपको वेट गेन या वेट लॉस हुआ. फिर कई बच्चों को हॉस्टल भेज दिया गया. हॉस्टल जाते ही या तो वेट गेन हुआ या वेट लॉस हुआ. ऑफ कोर्स फॉर द गर्ल्स जब पीरियड शुरू हुए, यार हॉर्मोन्स को कैसे भूल सकते हैं. अब प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं कि पीरियड शुरू हुए हैं, वो भी एक मुसीबत है, कुछ लोग ऐसे ही सोचते हैं. पर बड़ी मुसीबत क्या है कि आपकी मम्मी सोचती हैं बस अब एक लड़का सामने से निकल के जाएगा, आप वहां से सूंघ लोगे और आप प्रेग्नेंट हो जाओगे. बस उसके बाद पूरा कार्यक्रम शुरू होता है कि आपको कैसे प्रोटेक्ट किया जाए फ्रॉम एवरी मैन ऑन दिस प्लैनेट अर्थ. यहां तक कि तुम्हारी ब्रेस्ट को छुपाया जाता है, तुम्हारे को लेयर्स ऑन लेयर्स डाले जाती हैं. यहाँ तक कि आई हैव सीन केस स्टडीज वेयर द वुमन डिड नॉट गेट, द मदर डिड नॉट गेट द ब्रा फॉर द डॉटर, but she started putting laces around over here. She wouldn't send her daughter to school every time she had her period. मतलब वो बच्चा जो एथलीट था, जो भाग दौड़ रहा था, उसको आपने बांध के रख दिया. And you have told her,
I'm hearing her. Wait.
उसको आपने कहा कि ये हमारी ट्रेडिशन है, तुम आज किचन के बाहर रहोगी, मंदिर में नहीं जाओगी, किसी से नहीं मिलोगी, पापा से हेलो नहीं करोगी, ब्रदर से हेलो नहीं करोगी, गो सिट इन द अदर रूम. और आपको क्या लगता है इसका इम्पैक्ट नहीं होने वाला आपके ऊपर? ये सारे एरियाज हैं जहां वेट लॉस या वेट गेन होगा. मैंने देखो ये नहीं कहा कि वेट गेन होगा सिर्फ, मैंने कहा वेट लॉस या वेट गेन होगा. मतलब वेट में तब्दीली आएगी. हाँ जी, अगर इसके दौरान सब भगवान की दया से आपकी जिंदगी में है तो बहुत अच्छा है. अगर किसी की डेथ हो गई तो और फर्दर मतलब, और अगर आप हॉस्पिटलाइज हो गए बाय एनी चांस क्योंकि आप बीमार हैं, तो आपको ऐसा भी लग सकता है. और पेंडेमिक के टाइम पे अगर आप हॉस्पिटलाइज हो गए तो पता नहीं मैं बचूंगा कि मर के आऊंगा. तो आधी प्रॉब्लम तो ये कि देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम, बट उससे बढ़िया प्रॉब्लम ये कि हमने सोच लिया और उससे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम. एंड व्हाट आर वी वरीड अबाउट? वी आर वरीड दैट वी मे नॉट एग्जिस्ट, दैट वी मे डाई. हवा भी साफ नहीं है आजकल, क्या करें, सूंघ सूंघ के स्मेल लेनी पड़ती है. मैं अगर स्टोर कर सकती तो कर लेती. So I hope you have got a little bit of glimpse of the various separations that we can go through. अब बढ़िया मोड़ आ गया यार वहां पे जहां आपकी शादी हुई. पापा 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 पापा, शादी हो गई आपकी. बाबुल की दुआएं लेती जा.
Biggest separation.
ससुराल में इतना प्यार मिले. माँ बाप कहते हैं यहीं से अर्थी उठेगी, हमने लगा दी अपनी पूरी पूंजी तुम पे, अब वापस मत आना. इससे ज्यादा हमारे से उम्मीद ना करना. सडनली तुम्हारे माँ बाप, बच्चे, बहन भाई, देश, गांव सब छूट गया, सब कुछ. हाँ, एंड वर्स अगर अरेंज मैरिज है और आप लड़के को मिले भी नहीं. और पुराने जमानों में ऐसे होता था कि मेरी नानी की जब शादी हुई थी तो एक चद्दर बीच में लगाई गई थी, उससे पहले वो मिली भी नहीं थी मेरे नानू को. तो जब नानू का हाथ ऐसे आया और उनका हाथ ऐसे आया तो दोनों के रंग में इतना अंतर था कि they she looked at it and said, oh my god, my man is so dark. He was a very tall and a very dark man, a very very good looking, but he was more like very, very dark skinned. Now, you know what? It's a lottery. It's a blind marriage. It's not a blind date. She went for a blind marriage. I mean, it's amazing that they lived all their life together. But सोचिए क्या ये वाली जगह एक शौक की जगह हो सकती है? Especially if you're color conscious. शाबाश. Yes. फिर हुई तुम्हारी शादी और फिर हुई हनीमून की रात, और हनीमून की रात को आदमी ने तुम्हारी तरफ देखा, बोला, और ये सच्चे केसेस हैं जो आपको मैं बता रही हूँ. Sweetheart, can you remove your clothes? I'm just coming. Yes. And she removed her clothes, and he comes and he sleeps. Now she doesn't know whether she should wear her clothes back, beat him up, feel rejected, or feel which way. Can this cause weight gain and weight loss? Yes. फिर हुए तुम्हारे बच्चे. कोर्स उनको कैसे भूल सकते हैं? नॉर्मल मैरिज का सर्टिफिकेट है यार. It's not that you got married and so you had a certificate to have sex. No, it's the other way around. Your children walking with you give you a certificate that you are a normal couple. So after the first child, you put on weight like this. 12-15 किलो आपने पुट ऑन कर लिया और मम्मी जी ने आपको बोला बेटा पंजीरी खा. कोई बात नहीं, सब खत्म हो जाएगा. तेल खा, घी खा, ये खा, वो खा. But main thing, you're not even now close to the man. And even today, and yesterday I heard this case study where the father-in-law is saying, तेरे मेरे बेटे को जाने की जरूरत क्या है तेरे साथ? ये लेडीज का काम होता है. Take your mother-in-law with you. Are you feeling connected to your husband then? Like quarantine करते हैं ना, ऐसे लेडीज को साइड पे सुला दिया जाता है on the different room कि उसको तकलीफ ना हो. She's not go allowed to go out. हाँ, बाहर से लोग आके बच्चे को मिल सकते हैं, वो वायरस नहीं लेके आएंगे. पर आप लेडी को अंदर कैद कर देते हो और उसको बोलते हो कि बाहर नहीं जाना, ज्यादा बात नहीं करनी, टीवी नहीं देखना, ये नहीं करना, वो नहीं करना, फलाना नहीं करना, शिमकाना नहीं करना. तो मच लिस्ट ऑफ ट्रेडिशंस. वो बेचारी ट्रेडिशन के नीचे मर जाती है. And then wonder why she doesn't stay the way she is and she puts on weight. Of course, इसके आगे की कहानी happily ever after छोड़ देते हैं. I think you've understood. Every change in your life is capable of making you feel like a fish out of water. Adjustment आपकी, रवैया आपका कि how you want to connect and how you don't want to connect. I will stop here because there is a lot to give you. But let me see if you have any questions here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Anu, can I ask?
Yes.
Anu, do you mean to tell that the weight what we put on after the delivery, is it hormone changes or
Thank you.
something?
I did mention that hormone changes do happen in women's life. And every time there is a hormonal change, there is a weight flux. And when I say weight flux, it can be positive weight flux or negative weight flux. Depends on how she is feeling. Every change, whether it is puberty, menopause, or after delivery, or after lactation, or before at conception, any places where a man or a woman is going through hormonal changes, there is every possibility of weight gain or weight loss, depending on the state that they are in. But the possibility of you putting on weight or losing weight is not entirely dependent only on the food. it is also dependent on your environment and what was happening around you. We only look at one aspect, and even right now there is so much to talk about. I have only given you one aspect. There are at least another 6 aspects to cover.
Yeah.
And so joining hand has been very kind to say, don't just talk about it 1 week, but let's carry it to the next week. I've given you very basic right now for you to understand any change in your life that makes you feel कि हाय मैं जीऊंगा कैसे, मैं कहीं मर तो नहीं जाऊंगा, ओहो मैं अकेला हो गया, आई एम अलोन, मुझे छोड़ के चले गए लोग, या आई एम फीलिंग लाइक अ फिश आउट ऑफ वाटर, मैं अकेला महसूस कर रहा हूं, मैं कनेक्टेड फील नहीं कर रहा हूं. These are the places of weight flux. Yes, question. Thank you.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you.
May I ask?
Yes,
Can I ask Anu?
yes, Amina, go ahead.
Anu, as you just mentioned,
Yes,
that we feel alone.
yes.
I have lost my husband into COVID just a few months back. And
I'm really sorry. I hear this so much today, and that is why I started my lecture from this part. And I didn't want to start with sad stories, but thank you for bringing that up. And this, your question probably will be of great use to everyone. I really, I don't even feel like saying I feel bad or good. It's like, it's a very sad news that people are losing people nowadays because of COVID. Yes, Amina, go on.
it has been very depressing, and I do feel alone. And I don't know how to go about it.
Thank you.
Can you guide me, please?
Yes. Amina, has there been any flux in your weight? Has there been any change in your weight?
I have always, my weight has over the years, as you have mentioned, with stress and all that, it was increasing. But now with this happened, my weight has gone down,
Thank you.
which was
That's
never the case in my.
Shabash. That's because she's in stress right now.
But I have been in stress before also. It's not that
Very good
uh,
question.
throughout life I have not gone through stress. But why this change?
Thank you so much for that question, and I hope I can answer to the best of my ability.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So let me get back to this time. You don't have a plan how to get your husband back. None of us have it. Once the person is gone, he is gone. लड़ाइयाँ हुई, तकलीफें आई, आप दोनों ने इकट्ठे स्ट्रेस डील किए, but every time the stress was lost or done with. So it's a yo-yo effect. It's like, आज husband से झगड़ा हुआ, I fought with him, I felt bad, that was stress. 4 दिन के बाद मेरी और उसकी फिर से बन गई. And when I become okay with him is when I will put on weight, not when I'm fighting with him.
Okay.
ठीक है? So I fought with him, I didn't lose weight, but I went in stress. Then when I let go of the fight that I had with him, I put on weight. Then stresses happened, but there was a way out. Stresses happened, there was a way out. Every time there was a way out, you put on weight. Every time there was a way out, you put on weight. But now, husband is not there at all, and there is no way you can bring him back. So this is the time when you will lose weight, not gain weight. Why? Because you don't know how to sort this problem that you have. I hope I've answered your question.
With that, I have over the years I have developed a lot of diabetes, cholesterol, a lot of other diseases.
Yes, and I will be discussing those diseases because they are part of weight gain. I will be talking to you about hypoglycemia. I will be talking to you about thyroid. Right now, I've just begun with the very basic story. So basic story ये है कि इसके साथ साथ हम बहुत सारा कुछ और इकट्ठा करेंगे.
I hope you will be able to, first of all, this very issue of having a lot of diseases and all that, it really pulls you down. It doesn't give you the energy which is really needed in this time. And the main thing is to get out of the depression, get hold of your life, which people tell me get hold of your life, but how? How? That nobody is teaching me that. And I just can't seem to understand how to do that.
You know, Meena, this is the time that I have done in last 1.5 year, maximum amount of talks where I have not charged people anything. And the reason is that there are so many people who need help. And I'm very, very grateful again to Joining Hands for creating this. There is always a way out. I cannot teach you that way out today itself because the topic is on weight loss and weight gain. But maybe at the end, we could do a 10-minute process for everyone, wherein whoever has gone through losses could deal with it. Would that work with all of you? It's a deviation. Well, what the hell? I mean, it's a need. When there is a need, we create what is called a requirement as a therapy over there. Yeah. So just wait till the end, Amina. Let me see
Yes.
what can be done. Thank you so much for that question.
Thank you so much, Anu. Thank you.
So much. Nikita, you have a question. Nikita Valecha from Ulhasnagar.
Yeah, I have a question that I have got spinal cord injury since 2009.
Yes.
So in 2011, I had got rehab, and that time I have not got gained weight, but now I have gained weight because I am not doing much exercise. So I think so due to sitting, I have got weight.
Nikita, जब आपकी accident हुआ था, you were very worried whether people will accept you from the story that I heard last time. When people
Yeah.
that they will not be accepted is the time when they will lose weight.
Okay.
Now today you are totally accepted and you also have a granddaughter who's come into your life. This by itself is off stress and you are in rest, and in rest, whether you exercise, whether you eat properly, you will put on weight.
Even it is said that we should not drink water after eating food. That too I am not doing.
Nikita, it does not matter whether you drink water or don't drink water. Your body knows how to hold water and to keep it at a certain level.
Okay.
Thank you. There was Sonal who had, I think.
Yeah, actually, more like a question. It is
Yes.
like I was going to ask you a question and then I just retrospected. Weight gain issue, okay, in kids
Yes.
due to pandemic. And then what you said, like every change. So the change in their schooling, like they were separated from the school, they have to be at home. They are not going, out to play. So all that, yeah, now I can relate it.
It's not about the play, guys. It's about meeting your friends.
Meeting your friends, yes,
It's
being out,
about,
being
it's about someone took away your routine. Someone has caged you. And when someone has caged you, you want to feel more comforted. So your body puts around more layers of fat and of water so that you can feel comforted. थोड़ा सा समुंदर आपके शरीर के अंदर.
yeah.
So that you don't feel like a fish out of water. So body is doing something very amazing. It doesn't want you to die. Got it? Any
Yes, yes.
doubts? Any more doubts? Any other?
Ma'am,
Yes.
does psychiatric medicine cause weight gain?
Kavita, it is not psychiatric medicine that will cause weight gain. It is the feeling of depression which is associated with the weight gain and weight loss. So, Amina ne kaha, I lost my husband. When you lose someone, you can also go into depression. And then that depression may make you feel very lonely. Again, thoda sa samundar aapke ird gird, ताकि you don't feel like a fish out of water. The price that we pay is that we look big, but inside we feel better because it feels like the samundar, literally the ocean has come and held you like the mother. So it's like the blanket of comfort that is getting created. I have a unique problem with my son. He's extremely constantly hungry. Chandani, you will have to send me his reports because this feels like an endocrinal problem where he could be constantly feeling hungry because either he is hypoglycemic. Please get his sugar levels checked. So Chandni has written that I have a unique problem with my son. He's extremely over.
Tests done, but this is something I feel it comes from past life or what, because when he was in my womb, I was constantly hungry. Matlab, I never eat that much the way I have eaten food during those 9 months. And since he's born, he was constantly hungry. Even when he was on my feed, he was hungry. And he's just 8 years old and he weighs around 48 kgs. But he cannot manage it. If he doesn't get food, he kept on chewing nada and some cloth or anything at hand. But he needs something in his mouth.
Okay, Chandni, is it okay with all of you if I work on her a little bit and we might just get an answer? That would be great for all of us. Okay. Chandni, can I see your face? Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's because it's a young child of an 8-year-old.
Yes, and we are very worried, very, very worried because we don't know what to do with it.
1 minute, Chandni. I want you to go back to the time of your pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
What was the halat under which you had conceived him?
When I conceived, I wanted to conceive. It was after 3.5 years of my marriage. But the whole pregnancy time was very affectionate, a lot of love from the family, no pressure, and I enjoyed my pregnancy. But when I conceived, I was trying to conceive, but I couldn't. It took me almost 7 months to do that.
Thank you. So just let's make a note of it, that there was a major hurdle for conception. Almost 7 months. What all did you hear when you had to conceive? From yourself. From yourself.
Everybody was like, you must take a chance, you must take a chance. And then I thought I need some time. So I started, I took a chance since I was trying since January. But then it didn't happen. So I became very anxious that it's been 3 years already of my marriage and I wanted to conceive. So I was in that constant, it was from within that I need to conceive. I, in fact, even visited a doctor that why I'm not being able to. Then though I did not took any medication for it, but I was in that constant fear that I might not conceive.
अगर आप conceive नहीं करते तो what all thoughts were going on in your head? If I don't conceive, what will happen?
I did not think. I mean, it was just 6-7 months that I tried. So I never thought onto that I would go for any other alternative thing or anything, because that time I was just trying naturally that it will happen.
Chandni, go back and have a look before 3 years before that, or somewhere around that time. Were there any losses that happened in the family?
Just before, when I conceived, I was working and I was very dissatisfied with my work. I didn't want it to work. I was like, I want to be a home person. It was a very pressure and that kind of a job. So I had even quit. And the month when I had quit, next month I was able to conceive.
Perfect. So you then,
yes. And my husband has his business. He was working with someone. And that very year, it was that last year when I conceived, that he wanted to quit that partnership and start something of his own.
So how many changes are there, guys? One, she's not able to conceive for 7 months. Second one, which is their big one, is she wasn't satisfied with her job. She quit. I'm talking about changes, huh? Sirf changes ki baat kar rahe. Tisra, husband wanted to quit the job and be in a different space altogether. Okay. Any changes that had happened, like change of a place, you had migrated from one place to another, anything that was happening between mom and dad, at in-laws place, at your place, any disturbance that was not okay with you?
It was basically my job. It was a very target oriented job, and I was not a person who could take that many much of charges. And every day was like कि आज ये targeted. There was every day target. So I was so much pareshan that I don't want to work. Matlab, it was out of stress that I left that job. It was so much on my mind that even my nights were affected. I couldn't sleep peacefully because I had this constant thing in my head that tomorrow it's a new figure I have to achieve.
Like, if you hadn't been able to achieve, then what would have happened?
It's like inability to, complete your work, that you're not good at your work then. Because
And
that is
if
your
you're good at your work, then what happens?
nothing. You're considered as a loser, probably, she's not good.
Very good. You consider yourself as a loser, what happens?
It affects my self-confidence.
Very good. When you feel that you're a loser and it impacts your self-confidence, how do you look at yourself?
Miserable.
And when you are miserable, how do you look at yourself?
Unhappy.
And when you're that unhappy, and that is your womb in which your baby is going to come, he's only going to feel happy by eating, which is what you were doing during your pregnancy. Thank you so much.
It's a revelation for me.
It is what for you?
A revelation. I mean, I thought that my pregnancy was super pampering. I was very happy than normal during those 9 months.
अरे आपने कहा 7 months I did not conceive and I was in time pressure.
Yeah.
Then I was under pressure with workplace and you looked at yourself and these are all thought patterns going on. मैं loser हूँ, मैं loser हूँ, मैं miserable हूँ, मैं miserable हूँ, मैं miserable हूँ. बाहर की दुनिया आपके लिए चुनकुने बजा रही है, but मैं miserable हूँ. Inside I'm feeling miserable. My body will start collecting water. क्योंकि बॉडी आपको सरवाइव कराना चाहती है. So collect water to hold you. थोड़ा सा समुंदर.
But that is affecting my son.
Yes. देखिए, soil थी वो जिसके अंदर बीज लगाया था. The soil was full of stress.
Yes.
Get his adrenal checked up. Get his checked up and see if he's got high androgens in the body. Also check up whether he's got you said you've already got the other test.
I've all tests done. Now doctors are scaring me that if you will not control his weight and his eating pattern, then he might develop diabetes and everything. I was like,
hello,
I cannot control his hunger.
Hello, Chandani. Just send me his reports now and we'll talk about it later. Okay? I hope you
Okay.
where your soil went patak. Eating is also done for comfort. Why? Because every time your child cries, what do? Kuch kha le.
No, ma'am. I have been suffering. I have to snatch food from him. And I'm now not going to eat.
बात नहीं कर रही हूँ चांदनी. मैं दुनिया की बात कर रही हूँ. That when the child is crying, don't we put the soother in the child's mouth? उसको soother बोला जाता है. We are saying to अपना मुंह चलाता जा. Everything will be fine. Thank you. So food is like a soother for us. Anybody else wants any insight, or we can go further? I think this part is absolutely clear. So I will just recap for you so that it becomes easy for you. One aspect why you put on weight is that we do not have tools to deal with the changes that are happening in our life. We think we are coping up, but we aren't. We think we are going to become heroes by, dealing with all our stress by ourselves. So body says, if you're not asking for help, I'll give you help. It will start filling water, and this is generally caused when you feel like a fish out of water. And literally, if you see a fish which is out of water, वो फूल जाती है. Dead body फूल जाती है. So आप इसलिए नहीं फूल रहे हो क्योंकि आप खाना खा रहे हो. आप इसलिए भी फूल रहे हो क्योंकि you're feeling dead inside. Okay, any questions so far? Because I want this one concept to be clear before I go further.
There's one question come in the chat.
Okay.
Karishma says, what does excessive weight on the buttocks mean?
Oh, we'll be covering that up. 1 minute. I will go to every body part after this. Manju has asked some question. Thank you.
Yes, she said, my husband is gaining weight only on the stomach.
Yes. So, Manju, can you unmute? Can I talk to you?
Yeah, hi, Anu.
Hi, how are you? Where are you, Manju? Okay, Manju. Since how many years has this weight gain started on the stomach?
10 years.
10 years. What was happening in his life? Where? What was happening in his life?
Yeah, in job, actually there were some problems.
What kind of problem was there in the job? So the question is, Manju, what was he did not feel included in his office work or at home, and he did not and he could not protect someone, and he felt as if he was not a baby anymore, or he felt he had to protect a child, a parent, or someone, or himself.
I think himself.
What was happening to him at that time that he had to protect himself?
Pardon?
क्या हो रहा था उसकी जिंदगी में कि उसको अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट करना पड़ा?
Okay. उनका कोई ना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था, तो बॉस के साथ फिर वो पूरा नहीं हो पाया था. उन्होंने फिर कुछ पैसा वैसा सब, एक तरह से बिट्रेयल टाइप एक्शन था.
शाबाश. तो मैंने पहले ही कहा कि जब धोखा होता है, of any kind, that is going to make you put on weight. But why the stomach area, guys? आपने कभी छोटे बच्चे देखे हैं who are walking around जहाँ पे floods वगैरह हुए हों, बहुत हंगर हो, ड्रॉट्स हो, उनका जरा पेट देखना, पतली सी बॉडी होती है लेकिन पेट इतना बड़ा फूला हुआ है. Why is that? Why the stomach?
To create balance for themselves.
It's more like stomach is the area where you keep the baby. Like the uterus of a woman is there, and the stomach is the area that really, really kind of becomes big. So the uterus, we never say, oh, uterus has grown. We generally say the stomach is looking big. Invariably, you will find that people will collect a lot of fat and a lot of water around their stomach areas. This is a brilliant case of, you will find most of the cancer patients putting on ascites, it is called, a lot of water retention around the stomach. They want to be pampered like a kid at that time. They are going through a very seriously difficult time. And that always shows up on our stomach. When we are not treated like a child anymore, we will want to protect ourselves like a child. My question to Manju was, what did you have to protect? And she said he had to protect himself. And अपने आप को आप जितना मर्जी कर लो, you can't protect yourself the way you would feel, my mummy and daddy are there and I'm fine, even if they are not fine. So that feeling that, oh, my boss couldn't help me, and liquidity crisis again creates water retention. Liquidity crisis is also the crisis of money. This will also again create weight gain and weight loss, depending on where you are, whether you are in stress or you are in rest. There was one more question. I think one more hand up.
Vikram.
Yes, Vikram. Yes, Vikram, go ahead.
Actually, it was a similar thing that I had a lot of stress. My boss, there was a lot of stress from my boss for no reason. She lacked very funny. Whole day I was thinking about her day and night. And then literally I left the job in about a year and a half, 2 years. I almost left. By the time I left, I had migraine.
Yeah, because there was
And
so
now
much of thinking in the head.
there was
So much of thinking in the head.
loads of thinking. And then now migraine is not going only.
Okay, because you're very happy not to have a kitty boss like her.
Totally. She was a pain.
Okay.
But then, yeah.
So my question to you is, Vikram, what are the other areas of your life where you're not feeling supported right now and you're constantly thinking and thinking?
No, now I'm not thinking much. I have very good support from everyone around me. I'm blessed with all of that, have a job in times like this, touch wood, and I'm pretty happy with all the support that I have.
Thank you.
That was one time which I was totally stressed out. Like, stress is not the word.
So understand, when we shift from stress to feeling okay, water gets connected to the area which is healing. So if we have thought a lot, then that is the area around the brain. The brain does not have any nerves which is going to make you feel pain. It is the meninges, which is the skin of the brain, which is going to get stretched because the water collects there. And that gives us the migraine and pain in our head. There are other reasons of migraines also, just to let you know. Because you haven't given me a doctor's diagnosis, we always begin with the doctor's diagnosis. Okay, so the question, any other questions before I go further? I've gone very aram se. Yes, okay. Let's go to the next part of the whole story. Now we will look at various parts of the body and then come to what you're saying, Neha, self-worth issues. Okay, so next thing that we are looking at is various parts of the body and why those parts of the body are having excess weight. So weight is not just because of water. Weight is also water plus fats. And I haven't discussed the fat layer with you at all. I've only discussed water layer so far with you. Okay? Even otherwise in a Hindi language they say कि फूल के गोल गप्पा बन गया है. Meaning what? The water is kind of like you become like the puchka, full of water. ठीक है? चलिए, तो आपको ये समझ में आ गई. Just like the puchka holds water, your body holds water. And जौन से भी एरिया में पानी भरेगा वो एरिया एक्सेस में जाएगा, but it is not alone that the water is getting filled up over there. Along with that, you need to know 1 liter of water. 1 liter of water is equivalent to a weight gain that happens approximately. So if I am putting on 10 liters of water, I'm putting 10 kilos of weight. Yes. If I am increasing 1 kilo of water in my body, that doesn't mean kal se pani peena band kar do. In fact, just the opposite. Drink a lot of water so your body is constantly feeling that you have the samundar around you. You have the water around you. The more water you drink, the more weight you lose. Especially in the morning. This is a tip of the day. Something that is amazing. If you get up in the morning and keep on sipping on nice, wonderful, warm water, have about 4 or 5 glasses, you will never have constipation and you will actually start losing weight. Not just that, if you put yourself in the tub, if you have a tub at home, and just lie down in that tub, give yourself a spa, you will lose weight. If you dip your feet in the water, you will lose weight. If you have a swimming pool, even better. Go swim every day, you will lose weight. Because your body will understand and the alarm clock will stop, the bam, 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 bam will stop. It will say ki enough pani andar hai. There is no problem here. Okay, I think we are good with this. Let's go with the next thing. So weight around here, this area. A lot of women have weight around this and men have weight around here and here. Most of these women and men, they are behaving like a sumo wrestler. Their body actually becomes so huge around this area. The research that is done, this is not my finding, this is a research that was done, and they found that these women and men are taking too much of responsibility. ऐसे कि चुन्नू को भी, मुन्नू को भी, चानू को भी, पानू को भी, सबको उठा उठा के घूम रहे हैं. अभी ये शोल्डर स्ट्रांग नहीं होएगा तो कैसे उठाएंगे हम? तो उस एरिया को स्ट्रांग करने के लिए आपकी बॉडी वहां पे एक्सेस वेट क्रिएट करेगी. क्लियर है? नहीं क्लियर है? अब लेट्स गो फ्रॉम हियर टू द, ये यहां से वील गो टू द ब्रेस्ट एरिया. आपने कई कंट्रीज देखी होंगी, and if you go back to the Khajuraho caves where they have this, sorry, not Khajuraho, it's the Khajuraho caves, yes, where they have all these women beautifully you know, all carved all around the temple. They have, women are not small built, especially Indian women are very supposed to be full of curves. What is an Indian woman expected to do that a Japanese woman is not expected to do? Chaliye, padafat. What is an Indian woman expected to do that a Japanese woman is not expected to do? Most of the Japanese women are very flat. They're not as curvious. Or even Europe. Go to East Germany, go to Berlin. They're not so big built, especially around the bust. What do you think is the difference? What is the role that an Indian woman is playing versus a woman who is in Japan maybe, or in European country like a Berlin, or what do you think is that?
Feeding is there universal, right?
Feeding pattern?
Feeding.
Feeding pattern.
Feeding.
To look after the family, to be the mother of the child.
Very good.
To be totally the homemaker, and whereas the others have to work to give support to the family.
Shabash, who said that?
Shiraz.
Very nice, Shiraz. So, Shiraz, the thing is, and hi Shiraz, very nice to see you back here.
Hello, how are you?
Very nice. Okay. Very well said. The part of the body and the function, if you are overdoing that function or underdoing that function, will make sure that your body size changes accordingly. So, women who has got bigger breasts are basically in their head have to nurture everyone. She's the mom, man. My mom. अभी वो माँ कैसे बनेगी? She will make her breast big so that she can feed everybody. And feed doesn't mean feeding people or latching onto her breast. It basically means even if she's in the man's job, she wants to and has an intense need and desire to nurture all her family members. Not just her family members, she might even be someone who will nurture people outside her family. NGOs, you will find her sitting with small kids. You will feel very comfortable with people like this. Whereas when Nagasaki, Hiroshima, bomb blasts and everything happened, women over there were supposed to protect. Berlin, there is so much that has happened that women and men role kind of completely changed. And women had to stand and take the placement of men. If you are going to take a role of the other person, somewhere that role becomes such a part of you that it connects with your anatomy, with your physiology, and your complete physical body changes because you have changed the role in your head. Any doubts so far? Then we already spoke about the stomach, and there is a lot of correlation between stomach, weight, and heart disease and diabetes. Somebody who is trying to protect the whole family being the sugar of the whole family. Somebody who is trying to carry everything on there and carrying the children back into the womb. It literally feels that after marriage, Indian woman becomes pregnant and the man also becomes pregnant on the other side because he starts making a stomach. He is literally now treating his woman like a child. And in both those spaces, the space of the lovers get taken away. Then let's go to the thighs and the buttocks. These are sexual areas of the body. Women who have and men who have a lot of fat around the hip area or the buttocks is a person, or around, let's first do with the buttocks, is someone who's having extreme amount of sexual taboos running in their head. You will often find these people extremely conservative in their head. They find it extremely difficult to talk about sex and understand it runs in the families. Big breasts, a lot of weight here, a lot of weight around the stomach, around the thighs, around. It's like a whole lineage of thinking. Ye chichi hai, ye acha hai. And that thought pattern is creating a change. It's almost like if I take a small thread every day and rub it on the stone, every day, that small thread will leave a mark on the stone. Your one thought that is going in the generation every day is leaving a mark on your body. You've got that? Your body is never lying. You may lie in your head, but your body is never lying. Thigh area is the femur bone, is the strongest bone that we have in the body. That is the strongest area of your body because it has to be very strong because baby comes out, buttocks and then thighs are very important area along with it. This is also the area where you will find pehelwan log doing, like do you get what I'm trying to say? And they will hit that area and do this as if challenging you. Again, this area, when you are not feeling very strong, this area gets stronger in the body. The body is overcompensating for your thought patterns. आपकी सोच इतनी गहरी है और इतनी दूर तक जाती है कि आपकी बॉडी को वो कर्व कर सकती है, चेंज कर सकती है. It can add things, it can subtract things. Okay, have I forgotten any part, anything, any specific area? Face. Yes.
डबल चिन.
मैडम डबल चिन यहाँ नहीं आएगी. फैट अगर फेस आपका फूला हुआ लग रहा है There could be number of reasons, but it means that there is edema happening. There is water retention happening. ये सारा सब स्यापा जो है ना पानी का है, ये सारा पानी का स्यापा है. And all coming again from I am not feeling important, I am not feeling loved, I am not feeling cared for, I am feeling कि मैं अपने घर में नहीं हूँ. And lot of women have this when they get married. मैं अपने घर में नहीं हूँ. Now why the face? अभी तक, आज तक, मतलब पेंडेमिक से पहले तक हमारा पूरा शरीर तो कपड़ों से कवर्ड था. जो रह गया हिस्सा वो ये था. अभी ये भी कवर्ड. But on the Zoom like this, I can show you my face completely. पुराने जमाने में क्या कहते थे? घूंघट निकाल के रखो, यहाँ तक. ठहरिए, this is important. So ऐसे रहती थी लेडीज. समझ रहे हो? अब ये देखो कि ये घूंघट के नीचे ये तुम्हारा चेहरा सिर्फ स्पेशल लोग देख सकते हैं. और स्पेशल बंदा कौन है? आपका खसम, आपका हस्बैंड. दूसरे नहीं देख सकते. आप ऐसे रखेंगी, मतलब तेरी आवाज नहीं, तेरा चेहरा ही पहचान है. और चेहरे का मतलब ये होता था लज्जा, लाज, स्टेटस. आज भी ये लड़की गोरी है, काली है, आंखों का रंग क्या है, सिर का रंग क्या है, इसका क्या है, उसका क्या है, चेहरे पे झुर्रियां हैं, मोल्स हैं, क्या है क्या नहीं है. He gives so much of importance. तवज्जो देते हैं इतनी ज्यादा स्किन को और ये वाले पार्ट को कि even the beauty is not just your body but face कैसा लगता. So you are the face of your house, you are the face of your name, you are the face of everything that your family says. And when you are putting this gungat like this, you are hiding your face as if saying, I am only available for you only. तो इसीलिए अगर चेहरे पे बड़ा हो रहा है चेहरा, तुम्हारा चेहरे में पानी भर रहा है, तो go and have a look. Do you have any conflict around how you faced the world and how the world is looking at you? तुम्हारे चेहरे की तरफ ऐसे देख के लोग पॉइंट आउट करके क्या कह रहे हैं? तुमको क्या लगता है क्या कह रहे हैं? अगर तुमने लव अफेयर किया है और बताया नहीं किसी को, अब तुमने चुपके ये सब किया है, फिर क्या है ना, हमारी बॉडी ऐसी है कि वो अगर तुमको गिल्ट फील हो रहा है तो तुम्हारा दिल करेगा कि किसी तरीके से तो मैं अपना चेहरा छुपा लूं. अब जब तुम चेहरा छुपा रहे हो, यू कैन नॉट हाइड विद द बुर्का, यू कैन नॉट हाइड विद द घूंघट. उस समय तो आपके चेहरे पे कुछ नहीं होगा. बट व्हेन यू फील यू हैव बीन सक्सेसफुल, मैंने यड़ा बना दिया सबका, योर फेस विल ग्रो. जो चीज को हम छुपा रहे हैं, जब हम उसे दिखाने लायक हो जाते हैं, like when it is in stress, nothing will happen. Nothing visually will happen. Internally a lot is happening. But जैसे ही आप रेस्ट में गए, मतलब you got off the stress, your body will show everything. And again, Cushing syndrome can cause a person to have a moon face shape, literally a moon face shape, and you can also have hair on the body. A lot of women have a moon face. It's called Cushing syndrome. It is generally when you have a lot of androgens getting secreted in the body. It can happen when there is, the gland which is right above the kidney. It might have a cyst which can also make you put on weight. Because excess of cortisol and excess of androgens can cause excess of male hormone in the body. And so it is very important to know if you're having excessive, suddenly you have this moon shaped face, your weight will go yo-yo with it. Like, आज एक दिन के अंदर you will feel तुम फूल गए हो. And then next day you're still better. Then again फूल गए हो. Because of the conflicts that are happening around you. Any questions so far? मैं बार बार आपको इसलिए सवाल पूछ रही हूँ because I don't want the things to go over your head. Yes, Neha.
May we do the process and probably take issues like thyroid and all next week on obesity, because we have the next talk in 20 minutes.
Absolutely. So, any questions so far before we go?
So, ma'am, when we lose water, we lose weight.
Yes.
And we are at rest. We are without stress.
Very good. So, Kavita, little different. When we are losing water, we are in stress. We are not in rest. When you're gymming, you're putting your body under stress.
Please repeat. Please repeat.
When gymming, also you're putting your body under stress.
Yes.
One day you're doing cardio, the other day you're doing weight training. That's
yes.
Okay. So when your body is in stress, you lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When your body is in rest, which means not in stress anymore, that's when you put on weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you retain water.
Yes.
And when you lose water, what happens?
When you lose water, that part of the body will become thinner, and you become thinner. And you lose water when you're gymming. You lose water. Don't you sweat?
Yes.
You're losing water when you're gymming, when you're doing any physical exercise, and that then makes you look leaner. Of course, I haven't spoken about the fat layer at all. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm urinating a lot at night. I don't know why. I'm not drinking water at night, but still I'm...
Please get your diabetes checked. Sugar.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Any other question before I go to the process?
Pratima has put one question in the chat.
Okay.
She says, how do we heal the excess weight of I am not feeling loved?
Pratima, the weight is because I'm not feeling loved. So I'm carrying a little bit of love in the form of C, in the form of water, and making myself bigger. So I am just going to do a process. Hopefully it will help every one of you. Okay. Perfect. So I want you all to close your eyes and relax. Let me get a little bit of a sound here. Just give me 2 minutes, guys, so that I can. Okay. All I want you to do is keep your, all of you keep your mics muted. Close your eyes, please. Is the sound clear? Just go deep inside your body. You're talking to all the water that has got collected in your body right now. Telling that water in your body, thank you very much. Thank you so much. For protecting me, for giving me security, seeing your mom and dad right in front of you. First, seeing yourself with your mom right inside her womb. Visualizing the protective colors around you. Visualizing masters and guides taking care of your mom. Visualizing yourself safe inside your mother. Looking at your mom in her eyes. Telling her, I love you. I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I'm the little one. I receive your love today. See yourself surrounded by so many angels, loving beings. Continue looking into her eyes and saying, Mom, I'm the little one. Mom, I'm the little one. You are the bigger one. I receive love today. I don't know what's the color of love that's flowing towards you. I don't know what are the sounds that you're hearing. But your subconscious knows exactly what it wants to hear and wants to see. See yourself sitting in your mom's lap now. totally comforted by her. You're putting your all weight on her. And she lovingly holding your weight. Thank you, Mom. I've come home today. I've come home today, Mom. I don't know what are the colors around you too. I don't know what are the emotions you're feeling when you're sitting in her lap, or maybe even sleeping in her lap right now. Your mom's wrapping you up with love, with comfort, with security. You're lovingly telling your mom, I receive it all. Now you can see your dad sitting right next to your mom, and both of them holding your weight together. Enjoy. You can feel mom and dad holding your hand. Lovingly becoming that ocean, that water that you need around you. You're looking at your dad and you're telling your dad, thank you very much, Dad. I love you, Dad. I love you so much. I receive all this love. I receive all this love today, Dad. See your angels, your guides. All around you. Some of you can even feel that they're holding your head and giving you blessings. Hear what they want to say to you. You can smell them, you can feel the security. Bring this picture up in your heart. And as you bring this picture up in your heart, this picture becomes bigger, broader, louder. Now this picture is moving throughout your body. There's complete calmness and peace. You are now ready to let go. All your pain, all your sadness. You're totally in surrender. It's beautiful to feel like a child again. For the next 2 minutes, I will only be playing sound and not saying anything. Just allow your body to go in the rhythm and allow yourself to let go of all your grief, all your sadness. Thank you very much, everybody. Slowly bring your attention back into the room. Rub your hands and cup your eyes. I hope you're in a better place right now. Thank you. Sorry, Neha, I was looking at the time and I was really...
I understand. We'll do more of it and continue next Saturday.
Yes. I hope...
I would like to share my experience.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can...
At this point.
I think there is a lag time. So what you...
Nikita?
5 minutes for the experience
Nikita.
of now. Yes, I am Nikita.
Yes, Nikita, I understand the space you're coming from. So we're actually going to be going to another session in 10 minutes. Please do come back next week, everybody. The experience isn't beautiful. I've had tears in my eyes. I'm not able to say much. Thank you so much, Anu, from the bottom of my heart for today.
Yes,
And come back next week. We can begin next week with sharing of experiences. Chandni, we'll have to take your question again next Saturday, 4 p.m. So sorry, guys. We have to close for today. I'm extremely sorry, but we will see you all next week. Please spread the word in your circles. Share the website link, and we'll see you all really soon. Thank you, Anu. Lots of love to you. Thank you.
Of love, and just stay with this experience. Don't talk too much. Please drink a lot of water and let the toxins get flushed out of your body. I'm really, really grateful again to Neha and to everybody on the joining hands. Everybody who's come here, and hope to see you again next week. And let's continue with our love story. Love you.
We love you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thank
Neha.
you. Bye. Thank you. See you next Saturday.
Ma'am.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you, Neha.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Neha, bye.